Hi YouTube friends, it's Megan here with AM Soaps, and today I'm going to make my hunting soap. I have one bar left from last year, so you can see what it looks like. It's a camouflage. I'd like this year's to be more true camo looking, more in globs rather than layers. And the top is textured, not piped, and then I put gold on it afterwards. I think I put the gold on the next day, not the same day I make the soap. Spray alcohol and then with a brush I put on gold. The fragrance is called Dirt, and this smells exactly like dirt. That's a very good description. Where I live there's a muskeg, and it smells, it's a good dirt smell. You know, different dirts smell different. The muskeg is a nice rich smell. Yeah, I like it, and I've actually had people buy this soap as their soap, not as a novelty soap. I call it hunting because it's meant for hunters because they want to mask their human smell, but they don't want to smell perfumey, and it's camo. Some people actually have told me they've used it, and others it's just a novelty they've had and not used yet. My colors to get this camo, I'm going to have activated charcoal, orange and green make brown, so various browns, and some red orange shimmer to get a different brown, add some blue to get a different brown. So I'm just going to play around with the colors to get all the various, maybe 5 different camo colors. 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 in this one last year, so I will do the same thing this year. What else do you need to know? I'm going to take the temperature of my lye water and my oils before we get started. Put on my safety glasses. Always wear your safety glasses when you're working with sodium hydroxide, also known as lye. And put on some gloves. Here's my lye water and my oils. My lye water is 82 degrees Fahrenheit. My oils, 80.8 degrees Fahrenheit. I like those temperatures, so I'm going to stick blend this up and get started. All the fragrance we need, stick blend it up, then we'll divide and make the different colors. I want this one to thicken, so I'm not afraid of over stick blending. I've made this one before, so in my memory, I didn't have a bad time with acceleration, so I'm not worried today. I'm going to leave some without any color added. I like having plain batter with no color. So this will be my plain batter set aside. So every color is going to have some green in it. And then I'm going to add more to... Oh, Jenkins, you okay? And then I'm going to add more to these to change the green. Yeah, you all right, honey? That was Jenkins jumping off a chair. Okay, I'm going to tell you in a minute a story about Jenkins, actually. A story about how I met the neighbor children. It's pretty funny. They accused me of stealing their cat. There we go. A lot of black. If you don't use enough activated charcoal, it looks gray. So I put in enough there. I'm going to add some blue to this one. Some orange to this one. Touch of orange to this one, and I'm going to add some white to that one, and orange shimmer on the end. That's good. Now these are still all pretty liquidy, so we're going to wait about 5-10 minutes, and then I'll make the camouflage, because I want these to be nice and thick to get big globs of pattern, not wispy swirls. So see you in 10 minutes. I'm back now to make my camouflage soap. My batter has thickened up enough, so it's like a real thick pudding. If you can see that. Very nice thick pudding. And I'm just going to start adding different patches of batter and just sort of build it up. I don't want stripes, so I'm going to put in a bit of that color, the darker orange color, the green, and just put them beside each other. I told you I would tell you a story about my cat. And my story has to do with meeting my neighbors. My neighbors are children, and I've lived where I am now for 4 years, and there aren't very many children at all in this neighborhood. I get things at Halloween, for example, we get nothing, no one. No one comes to the door at Halloween. No kids. However, our backyard looks upwards towards someone else's backyard. The way we're on a hill, so like the roof of my house is on the same elevation as the foundation of their house. So there are kids that have moved in to that house that is kind of above me. Their backyard looks into my backyard. And the other day, I saw those kids were out. It's the first time I saw them, actually. And they were looking into my yard. So what I thought was they must have accidentally thrown a ball into our yard. You know, that happens all the time. Kids are playing, the ball goes flying, it's in someone's yard, and then they're afraid to go get it. So what I decided to do was get Jenkins. I picked up Jenkins. And he's my orange cat. And Jenkins will put up with anything. Like, you could carry him around for hours and he would just stay in your arms happy, not want down or anything. He's so cool, actually. Once I took him to a car wash with me. He went through the car wash and he loved it. He's that kind of a guy. He's a real cool cat. Anyway, so I had Jenkins in my arms, and I went out to look for the ball, and the kids were all staring at me. And then there's a boy, I'd say he is maybe 8 years old. So he says to me, he says it really, pretty sassy, really. He says, "That's my cat. You have my cat," he said. So I didn't really know what to do. So this child was accusing me of stealing his cat, basically. Every orange cat really looks like another orange cat. So this boy was accusing me of stealing his orange cat. So I just kind of thought like a kid, and I replied like a kid. What I did was I lifted Jenkins up in the air, and I said, "No, this is Jenkins." And it only worked because their orange cat wasn't named Jenkins. If their orange cat had been named Jenkins, that would have been the end of the conversation. That would have been terrible. But I took the chance that their cat's not Jenkins. I said, "No, this is Jenkins." And then the boy says, "No, that's my cat." And I said, "No, this is Jenkins." And I held Jenkins up a bit higher. I was like holding him under his armpits, and he's flailing around underneath my arms. So I held him up. And the kid says, "No, that's my cat." So I did it one more time. So I held him up really high, so you could, really see his belly and see this whole cat. His hind legs are just, hanging limp below him. So I did it again. I held him way up and said, "No, this is Jenkins." That's exactly. Oh, it was really funny. And then the kid, he says, "You're right. That's not my cat. That's not my cat. That's not my orange cat." I didn't say anything. I was just still standing there, staring at them. And then about 10 seconds later, the kid says, Sorry. That's funny. That's how I met the neighbor children. It was hilarious. And I don't know how long they'll live there for, but I will never forget meeting them like that. I actually did see a free range. My cat, if he goes out, he goes on a leash. I saw a free orange cat this morning. Maybe that was their cat. So I'm just going to do a little bit of loose pouring in here to get some kind of camo interest going on there. No matter what I do, as long as this is thick and I have big chunks of color here and there, it's going to look like a camouflage. Alright, I'm going to slowly keep adding these, and I'll see you back here when we texture the top. Hello everyone, this is 2 days later actually, and my soap is out of the mold. I've made 10 pounds of soap, 4 pounds, and this is a 2-pound batch. I just have one more thing to do, which is I'm going to take my rubbing alcohol and I'm going to spray. I bought this at Walmart. I'm going to spray the top with this rubbing alcohol. I do have some soda ash, but I don't really care too much. This is meant to be kind of a rustic soap that literally you're supposed to use when you're hunting, so don't think it matters that I have soda ash. So I've covered this with alcohol. Now I have my 24 karat mica. I'm going to add just a little bit to this palette that has never been used for anything before. And I'm going to use this paintbrush that has never been used for anything before. And I'm just going to dab gold down the middle. That's it. Just a touch of gold right down the middle. Now this mica becomes airborne like crazy, so I just need a little. I did this last year and I really liked the look of it. So I'm just dipping my dry paintbrush in the mica, and then I'm just going to dip it onto the loaf that is wet with the alcohol. Now I wet it down with the alcohol to help solve the problem that this goes airborne just like crazy. I couldn't just dab dry mica on here because it would just be in the air and not on the soap. I actually learned this from Kevin Devine from his channel, Divinely Designed. And I don't remember if he did alcohol or oil, or blended the two, but that he did this method to just give the top a touch of gold or silver. I don't remember which. So that's where I got this idea that you could give the top a touch of something after it has been in the mold. You don't have to do it the day it's made. And this way you also can control it better. I can decide exactly where I want to dab this gold. That's what it looks like. And then I'll go get my herb cutter and we'll cut into these and see how they look. This is my Hunting Soap 2018. Camo with some interesting colors and designs. And it smells like dirt. Shocking and surprising to some that this is actually very popular where I live. People come to me and ask for the dirt soap. One man once he came and he asked me, he said, "Do you have any soap that smells like motor oil?" And I said, "Well, no, I don't, but I have soap that smells like dirt." And he bought it. To everyone their own taste, I suppose. I like the smell. It smells like the forest and musky, deep, rich soil. Oh, I like that one. Lots of big sections of color in this one. There we go. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed me make my camouflage hunting soap, and I hope you have a good rest of the day today, and take care of yourself and take care of all those around you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everybody.